This is Ryan Newbury, teaching you how to learn to paint faster.
One of the biggest problems of acrylic paint is that it dries fast. Slow drying mediums can help with this, but I'm going to show you something a lot better. Now these tear off palettes are great, especially when there's too much paint and or it dries. You can tear it off and start again. But when mixing up colours, I still want them to last longer because I end up wasting a lot of time and paint. And this is where wet palettes really shine. After 2 weeks, the paint is still wet. Some pigments started to split, but working into them, the paint is still usable to paint. Made up of an absorbent sponge with a thin paper membrane on top in an airtight container. Now some of the better wet palettes were designed for miniature model painting, and if I had to buy it again, I would definitely buy a bigger one here at 20 to 30 centimeters. Now these can get a bit pricey, so if you're broke like me, you can make one. Get a cheap plastic container. I'd recommend again to get a bigger one, 20 to 30 centimeters. Flip it over, cut up some thin cellulose sponges just like this. Cut it to size to fit in the lid and make sure you fill with water. Now the most expensive thing you'll spend your money on is the papers. Now you can buy them from the brand or buy them from paper manufacturers. And now I found this one on Amazon and it's a great price for 100 sheets that will last you ages. It is crucial that you buy the silicone ones. In the UK it's very difficult to pick these up without them containing wax. If it's wax, the water won't absorb through the paper, it will just run off. So cut to size and lay on top of the sponge that's bathing in water. The lid side is just a personal choice for the right amount of water. And here I am, just finish off this painting with the wet palette. So please do try this out if you haven't before, I highly recommend it. You won't have to worry so much about your acrylics drying so quickly. If you find this video helpful, remember to subscribe, hit that bell notification button and give it a like, and I'll make more like this. Here's a quick rundown of the materials I used. I used a System 3 acrylics. Liquitex is also a good brand. I'll make sure you get a really good white, very important. And I use System 3 brushes, synthetic. These synthetic hairs are strong and durable enough to take the punishment of constant mixing and cleaning of acrylic paint. I use a softer sable brush for details. So many palettes, but the tear off ones are cheap and versatile. My wet palette is a very good brand, Redgrass Games, Everlasting Wet Palette, and none of these brands are sponsoring this video, these are just my personal recommendations. I do try to avoid mediums, but it was very useful for the beginning of the painting in small amounts. And as a bonus tip, don't forget to use the 2 water jar method to keep your water clean in your mixes. This will save you from having to change your water so often. Thank you so much for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.